Hello and welcome to the rather calm and peaceful life in Game of Thrones mod with Lord Harlan. We're content, we're patient, we're a little bit stressed, probably because our father had the worst rebellion in history, and yeah, we're just kind of chilling out here. Oh yes, of course we were at a tourney, but we didn't do very well. It's just a thing that happens. Anyway, yes, we're gonna let time move on, and doesn't seem to be an awful lot that we need to be drastically doing. We're in a couple of wars. We're technically in the War of Dornish Marches, which we're in because because the Iron Throne has joined the war. So we're not really in this war. We're just we're able to see it. And we're also in the Reachman de Jure War over Bard's Home against the Mountain and Vale, who are, of course, up here. They're very, they're actually surprisingly well put together now. We had to go up there and solve some of their issues, but they seem to be, you know, surviving. Still don't think they're a match for the Reach, but nobody is really. Okay. Yeah, I really wish these guys wouldn't be so close to our lands. I really don't want to lose a lot of our courtiers for no particular reason. Anyway, apart from that, we're just kind of chilling, waiting for some theology events to fire. Want to see what theology's like. It could be a really good thing. I also kind of want to get rid of content, but that's fine. Content pretty much means that we don't expand for while it's on, but we can still look at options. We will of course get our claims though, because claims take so long to fire that if we don't do this then it's just going to be ridiculous. Does she control any more land? She controls Lordship of Old Town and Lordship of Hunt Hills. I guess the only thing we're missing then is the High Lordship of Old Town as our claim. So we'll just send him back to Old Town, see if we can get that claim. We'll probably end up getting a claim on the Most Devout first, but, you know, we'll take what we can get. Lords of the Trident have approved the institution of minimal faith authority. Cool. Blueburn changed taxes. Mountain and Vale just got destroyed, and that's pretty much the end of their army. Yep, there we go. There's our army disappearing. My liege, peace be with you. I've discovered a plot where Lady Mina of Old Town seeks to investigate Lord Harlan Fossoway's legitimacy. Well, we'll put a stop to that. It's just her. We can't tell her to end her plot. Okay, well I guess we'll just leave it then. We can't tell her to end it. Oh well, that's fine. There's not really a lot for us to do. Bedwick of Threefold's Gate died of depression. He was married to the of Ivy Hall dynasty. Yes, in the alternate timeline, who attacked for the Iron Throne. Fate smiles upon me. My wife Dorcas is pregnant. Fantastic. We might have another heir. A male heir, perhaps, so that we don't have any of these succession problems. That'd be nice. Although, we should probably be aiming for 2 male heirs. I think it's an heir and a spare is the phrase. But, we'll see. Ooh, 50 gold! My liege, I've collected a tithe in New Barrel. Money should reach you together with this letter. Your humble steward, Lord Mark of Bitterbridge. 50 gold's really nice. You know what we could do? We're content. We could, and we're kind of happy with where we are. But that doesn't mean we can't upgrade our holdings. That seems like something that we could be doing. Now, what were we working on next? I think we went for Modest Estate. We were looking at Modest Estates, maybe, for the extra light infantry. It's been a while since we looked at this. So we need Steward's Tower. This upgrades to Steward's Tower. Okay, so we do is we get Guard Station. That then allows us to get the training grounds in the Modest Estates, and that then allows us to kind of improve overall. Let's want to go Castle Town or something like that and just try and get more tax. Oh wow, that costs a lot. Wow. Yeah, you do need a lot of money for that one. Okay. Well, we'll just stick with the guard stations. See if we can get a few more men. You know, be prepared for if we ever decide that we're not content with what we've got anymore. Lady Mary has been released from King Courtney Bold's dungeon. Aha! And then he accepted a peace offer. Yes, King Courtney accepted the peace offer and he usurped Bard's Home from Lord Alistair the Just. Now, Bard's Home is now directly underneath him. Is Bard's Home part of one of our things, de jure? It's part of Highgarden, so it's not. Oh well, that's unfortunate. My lord, it's come to my attention that nobody has been designated a regent for Rose Road should the realm need it. Needless to say, this is a perilous position, as surely squabble and rivalry will emerge without clear leadership. I humbly petition you name me as your designated regent to avoid this sort of trouble. Signed, Harland of House Marbrand. Well, I mean, he is our father, so we could say this. I mean, it's not ridiculous that we'd put him in charge. I mean, he did just fail a rebellion, though. And he is pretty drunken. I think we might have to say no to him, but we will choose a new regent. Let's choose a regent. So who do we like most? That would be something. Or who likes us the most? We like us the most. It's still weird that we're in this list for people in court. Well, actually, this is our opinion of them, right? Or is this their opinion of us? This is their opinion of us. Okay. Do we want someone who's got a high opinion of us who we also like? How about our wife? She seems like a reasonable regent. Yeah. Our wife will be designated regent. That seems like the most sensible option. Okay. War of Dornish March's independence has ended. Storm Queen won. So that's all underneath the Stormlands now. Although there's still Shipbreaker Bay that's in an independence war. What have we got? We could hold a tourney. Probably don't want to do that. We press a claim for the Westlands for our father. Let's not do that. That will probably not go very well. What else could we do? High Lordship against Dorne. We could attack Mina Fossoway. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Wait, our nephew's in charge of the Westlands. Oh yes, we knew this already. Yes. Sorry, I was just working out where people were. More people being released from other people's dungeons because the wars are now over. They're pretty much nothing else happening there. Anything else we want to be looking at right now? Probably not. Oh, we have a son. That's not our son. Oh. It'll be Giles is going to be dead. I suppose we would have had a name for him. Let's go for Harlan. It's the family name. Apparently now. So Harlan. And he never lived. Can't we become depressed? We didn't, but there's our first son not surviving. Also, it appears that Kyle Marbrand died on the same day. Who would have been our cousin's son. Interesting. I wonder if there's something to do with them, like whether it just decides based on day whether they live or die. That'd be interesting. Crown Loyalist factions founded. Ah, okay, that's why there's a small revolt here. He tried to imprison her and failed, and now they rose up in revolt. Oh, did she call in someone from the Westlands? We could actually check here. Yes, she called in Podrick Jast? I was trying to read this one. Lonmont? Yeah, but Jast is the house name. Okay, cool. It doesn't look like this revolt's going to last very long. If I had to guess. Most of the army's already gone. Oh, okay, what have we got? Harrenhal died, and the North refused to ransom somebody. Interesting. I thought they only asked if they would succeed. Maybe it just went past the day and then they decided against it. Oh, war's over. She's now imprisoned. Cool, cool. And it's now all under the reach, and this should probably be revoked soon, if I had to guess. Maybe? We'll see. Nope, she was just ransomed. Oh no, she ransomed somebody else. She hasn't been ransomed yet. Okay. Weird. Lord Cregan the Careless is the title of Litterdale. Oh, it's just a castle. Doesn't matter. That's fine. That would be Lord of Iron Oaks doing that. Oh, that's because he's Lord Peak. That's why we got a pop-up about him, because he's one of the peaks. They don't actually have any claims on us anymore, so I might just, they're not really my I don't really care anymore. I've grown tired of the cynical ways of Eleanor and her conviction that everybody lies. For example, I never lie. Yes. We'll say that we don't want her to lie anymore. See what she says about that. Well, I thought we were going to get another pop-up, but I guess not. That's fine. Not much else to do. We could hold a tourney. Wait, we can't hold a tourney anymore? Did we run out of money or something? No, we could hold a tourney if we wanted to. Oh, we could buy a knighthood. Oh, that's an interesting. Bribe a septum to give us a knighthood. I mean, we are proud, but we are also just. Yeah, I think if we weren't content, there'd be an argument for it. But we're content, so I don't know if we would necessarily bribe our way to a knighthood. It's still only Lady Mina trying to say that our legitimacy is not true. Okay. People were given seats on the council of most devout. I think even if she says her legitimacy isn't true, that nothing happens. Actually, because we already control all the land, I think it might just give a negative opinion modifier. Well, that's fine. Taxes law changed, somebody died. Prince Jorgen of the Iron Isles died, which means there's now... That would go down to... Somebody inherited it. Yeah, someone inherited all the Greyjoy land. I've decided to institute a minimum faith authority law. As your status as your vassal entitles you to vote on the matter. King Aldor of the Iron Throne. What's minimum faith authority law? Faith authority determines the powers the High Septum and the Faith hold within the realm. So it's currently at low. Has some power within the realm, but due to a lack of an armed force is largely a figurehead. I mean, I guess we just approve because we're content and we don't really have any reason against it. Like, we're not going to be causing trouble. Lord Reaver Utheron a Pike has founded the elective succession, presumably because he thinks he would win. Okay, cool. Oh, he attempted to imprison the Withers person again and succeeded. I wonder why he keeps letting her go and then attempting to imprison her. Okay, we have why do we want to imprison our wife? Come on, tell me. You want to replace Alan Inchfield as Spymaster. I think we would just tell her to stop it. Probably. That'd be my guess. Oh. To the just Lord Harlan, peace be with you, we've decided to offer you the position of Commander. Do you accept? I mean, I guess we'd accept. We didn't look for this title, but we'll accept it now that we've got it. I mean, we're not a knight, so it's kind of odd that we were given this, but that's fine. Dear husband, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. Your demand is just. My scheming was obviously misdirected. I hope you find it within you to forgive me. Yes, well, that's fine. Oh, we had in command happen to us. Where are we? Exactly. Oh, we're just kind of up here. Alright, that's fine. Don't entirely know what we're doing there, but that's fine. People being released from other people's dungeons. There are those in your realm who worship other gods. For example, you know that Belgrade openly follows the Moonsinger's faith. You sometimes wonder what the Seven would think of your association with these people. Belgrade? Oh, okay. What's the Moonsingers? Ancient religion of Western Essos, whose followers were driven out by the Valyrian freehold, but were able to take refuge in the free city of Bravos. As the city's founders, they have its greatest temple. Oh, she's married to our father. I see. So we get sympathy for Eastern, or these heathen delusions do not interest me. I think we could have sympathy for Eastern. I mean, our father just spent a lot of time over there, so presumably we might have talked to his wife at some point. Our mother-in-law? If I got this, not mother, stepmother. That's the one I'm looking for. Yes. Did our father change religion or something? Or is he still, I'm supposed to find it here. Alright, he's still Faith of the Seven. Interesting. I guess the opinion modifiers aren't that heavy. Like, usually you can't do marriages across religions, but maybe they're the same religion group or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe it's just not that large in this mod. Lord Harlan Fossoway, I hereby invite you to participate in the tourney of Holly Hall, where the knights residing near Holly Hall shall test their mettle. As our vassal is asking us to go to his tourney. Well, of course we'll go. I mean, he is a little bit mad, but we'll go. It's time for me to choose how I want to educate my daughter, Ellen Fossoway. Well, let's see. Probably at court would be my guess. Yeah. And then we'll spend as much as possible. Fate smiles upon me. My wife Dorcas is pregnant. Okay. Okay. After arriving in Holly Hall, the first days of the tourney began. Ernest, you chose against many lesser knights throughout the day, most of whom you unhorsed easily. Now in the coming days, the final rounds of the list begin, and the opposition shall surely be more fierce. I shall ready my horse. The tourney herald announces the competitors of the next joust. You've been drawn against Sir Pierce. You mount your charge, take a lance for your squire, right to the end of the list as Sir Pierce does likewise, then on cue the horses break into a gallop. He has dual skill of 2, we have a dual skill of 2. Oh, this is an even fight. Also, we were looking at Marshall. So I have higher Marshall, so in theory, I think I should win. Oh, he's also a peasant leader, so yeah, this is a great tourney. Steady. As you close in on your opponent, you see an opening. You definitely guide your lance out to strike whilst evading the charge. You expertly struck Sir Pierce with your lance right in the middle of his breastplate, causing your lance shatter into 1,000 pieces. It's sent flying from his saddle. The crowd gives a great cheer at your victory and leaves Sir Pierce is unharmed. I think we understand tourneys now. We won a tourney. Well, we won a single joust. Sir Mark. He is also worse than us. The tourney herald announces the competitors of the next joust have been drawn against Sir Mark. I should have marked the previous person as special interest, whatever. You mount your charge, take a lance for your squire right to the end of the list as Sir Mark does likewise. Then on cue the horses break into a gallop. As you close in on your opponent, you see an opening. You definitely guide your lance to strike whilst evading their charge. Drowned Lord Will has usurped the theocracy of Great Wick from Lord Riva. Okay, is that a large amount of land? That's a reasonable large amount land for a theocracy, actually. The Ground Lord, so it'd be the Drowned Lord is his title. Okay. That explains it. His name is Will. Okay. Cool. You expertly struck Sir Mark with your lance right in the centre of his breastplate, causing your lance shatter into 1,000 pieces. As he is sent flying from the saddle, the crowd gives a great cheer at your victory and is relieved to see if Sir Mark is unharmed. Oh, cool. Cool. We won. Yes. Fantastic. More prestige. The tourney herald announces the competitors of the next joust. Being drawn against Guter. You mount your charge, take a lance for your squire and ride to the end of the list as Guter does likewise. Then on cue the horses break into a gallop. He has no dual skill multiplier, so we should win. As you close in on your opponent, you see an opening. You definitely guide your lance to strike whilst evading their charge. You and Guter collide fiercely, both lances shattering in a hail of splinters. You both ride on, still a horse, to the other end of the list to take a new lance for your squire. You notice Guter is now bleeding profusely from a wound, but he urges his mount on for a charge nonetheless. Oh, so he's now wounded. As you close on your opponent, you see an opening. You definitely guide your lance to strike whilst evading their charge. You expertly struck Guter with your lance right in the middle of his breastplate, causing your lance shatter into 1,000 pieces as he's sent flying from his saddle. The crowd gives a great cheer at your victory and is relieved to see Guter is unharmed. A fine hit, I must say. Yeah, he's wounded now. That's not good. So I guess that means he technically has a -2 dual skill. You've been declared the winner, defeating Guter in a fine joust. None can beat me. Victory is mine. I have defeated all who have stood before me. No one is capable of unhorsing me from my fine mount. I have claimed the winner's purse and the adulation of the gallery. We gain the trait Knight for winning a tourney? Oh wow. And we then get gold and prestige. And that is the first tourney that we have won in this campaign. That is crazy that that is the first tourney we've won. Oh wow. That's cool. That's pretty cool indeed. Word has reached you that your Septim Wyman of New Barrel, has given into weakness and held himself to the alms that was meant to be distributed amongst the poor. Well, we're going to imprison him. We're just. We have a strong sense of justice. The tourney ends, although we may not have won any of the melee events, my prowess in the list did not go unnoticed. Okay. I wonder if there is a way of winning melee events, because, like, it keeps saying that. Like, we didn't win any melee events, but is that just because you never win melee events? Is that just the way it goes? I don't know. Right, we're going to call Septim Wyman for a trial. Let's see how this goes. Septim Wyman of New Barrel has demanded a trial before the court, which Lord Elwood shall oversee to ensure justice is served. He begins to present his defence, but the court did not seem impressed. He cuts a very unconvincing and nervous figure. Lord Elwood shall interrogate him now. Lord Elwood stood before the court and aggressively questioned the accused. Many at court were convinced by his arguments, but then, again, many seemed unimpressed. He made a reasonable case. A verdict has been reached. Lord Elwood proclaims Wyman of House Septim Wyman is guilty. Okay, so we have his head on a spike. We send him to the wall. He'll walk through the streets naked and back to his cell, or we release him. I think that it would be reasonable to send him to the wall. It's not like we're Roth. If we were Roth, we'd just have his head on a spike. I think we'll just send him to the wall. That seems very reasonable. We didn't kill him. We just gave him a fair trial, and then gave him a fair, you know, a fair, what's it called? A fair verdict. A fair judgment? I don't know. Something like punishment. That's where I'm going. That's a better way of phrasing it. Lady Mina the Gracious declared the Old Town claim on Fawn Crag War on Lady Alance the Spider. Can we join this war? Nope. You know, I thought I'd just check if we could. Would be nice. Pirate raiders have arrived. Oh, and they're actually fighting the Fossoways, which is interesting. The other Fossoways. Oh, okay. Back a few. Lord Humphrey of Tumbletown declined Lady Mina's gracious calls to her war for arms. Okay. Golden Grove accepted. That's just useful information to have. And Guter is dead. Yes, after losing his joust to us. That's not good. Lord Quentin the Scarred has usurped the Lordship of Fawntown from Morgan Bittersteel. Morgan Bittersteel was vaguely related to Daemon Bittersteel, but he no longer holds a title. Okay. Anything else we need to be doing right now, apart from winning tourneys? Which we were obviously facing people who were just as good as us at the tourney. Yes. Educate child. Who are we going to educate this child with? I mean, we could obviously educate her ourselves. That's an option. We're not very good at courtly stuff. Our diplomacy is not necessarily high. We could have our wife educate her. That doesn't seem ridiculous. Our wife is patient, humble. You know, she could educate her quite well. Not very good at learning. We do have some really good septums who could do stuff. An honourable, just septum. That would definitely, authoritative, that would be good as well. Yeah, okay, we'll have our septum do it. There you go. I forgot our wife was pregnant, so we could have another child soon. That'd be nice. We have a new heir. We have Mathos Fossoway. Well, let's check. Is he dead? Oh, we fulfilled the ambition to have a son. And the son was born to us. We get to choose his name. So we've already had a Harlan. Let's go back. Our grandparents would be Samwell, or Harlan. Well, how about we call him Samwell? That's reasonable. He helped us get a lot of land. Like, he helped our mother get a lot of land. Might have been one generation back, but there we go. He'll be called Samwell. Samwell Fossoway. We go. Oh, we need new ambition. Our new ambition is, I don't know, probably either improve our combat ability, which could be nice, or gain an honorary title. How about improve our combat ability? It kind of fits in with our storyline. We were kind of bad at fighting. We won a tourney, we became a knight, and now we want to get better at it. That seems reasonable. Oh. King Aldor of the Iron Throne has declared the Iron Throne Stormlanders as your war on the Stormlands, or on Storm Queen Revelia the Whisperer. So he's declared for the Stormlands. Okay. That's, oh, we just finished our building as well. But that's 15,000 men, roughly, against 54,000. Do you have any allies, Stormlands? No, you don't. Ooh, it looks like the Stormlands might be coming back under the fold. That'd be cool. Right, we're going to continue building stuff in New Barrel, though. What are we going for next? I think it was either Modest Estates or Training Grounds. Both of which are really nice. I actually really like the levy reinforcement rate, because that allows us to do quicker wars if we ever go to war. But 400 light infantry is nothing to scoff at. We do need some levy reinforcement rate, though, so I'll upgrade our Training Grounds. There we go. We could also have our Castellan on improving, what's it, build time? Is it this one? Oversee Province? Yeah, we'll get you to oversee construction and you to oversee the province. And that will increase our make our build time a little bit quicker. Cool, cool. Alonso the Spider accepted Lady Mina's graceless peace offer. So she now holds another title. She holds the Lordship of Fawn Crag. Maybe that's where we want to send our person to fabricate claims on. Just if we're getting claims on all of our titles, we might as well go for all of them. Lord Lymond of Dalston's Keep decided to become his vassal. Good. The High Garden was revoked. Oh, interesting. From our cousin Ronald Crane. So he now only controls the High Lordship of Red Lake, but he doesn't control High Garden anymore. That's now controlled directly by our liege. Is that right? Our liege directly controls High Garden. Yes. Okay. Pirate Lord Lirio is doing some stuff. Lord Ronald II of Red Lake refused the revocation of the Lordship of High Garden. Oh, and then he called us into the war. Well, we'll accept. It's our cousin. We'll definitely accept this. I mean, he doesn't have a direct call to, like, direct alliance, but this is against the tyranny, and this is not his first tyrannous act. He has done this before. We will, of course, accept. We will call in our allies if we can. We can't because it's not war we can call them into. Okay, is that all of our allies? Yep, okay. Let's raise up our men. And we'll go to war. Let's get them all going to Cider Hall. Merge them all up. Your dedication to religious pursuits has been noticed around the realm. Amongst others, it is quite impressed Septim Owen of Newbarrow. You have maintained correspondence on various religious and philosophical matters for some time and find that you're rapidly becoming good friends. Oh, that's nice. Perfect. Just merge up over here. I can't imagine that he has more men than we do. Now, he only has 11,000. So if we can merge up here. Yeah, it looks like literally everyone in the realm has joined up against him. Right, merge up. We will, of course, lead the center flank as, well, we're proud and we're trying to get better at fighting. I mean, our father's here, and he was a general. We might as well have him on the other flank. That seems reasonable. And then we will go straight to Middlebury. Well, let's march along. Kill that army. Cool. We're just going to head straight to Middlebury. And then we're just going to siege it down. In fact, we might just assault it down, look at the numbers. Yes, my lord, we'll search the dungeons at once. We could release all the prisoners in the dungeons, and that means Lesa Westford would like us. Well, she would be released. Or we can say that they belong here. I think we have a sense of justice. We'll release the prisoners. Did we gain kind? We did not gain kind. Okay. We'll ask their family along... My lord, the leader is not here. We'll ask their family along with us then. And then we imprison all the family, or we leave them to it. Well, no, we're going to ask the family along. We're going to get him to surrender the war. We're not going to do anything to them. We're just going to imprison them. And then we're going to kill his army and get 100% war score. There we go. Yes, we'll head home. 100%. Lonel of Red Lake has won. We now have all these people in our prison. And once we get back to Yelshire, I'm going to end the episode. There we go. Back at Yelshire, disband our troops. I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. Next time we'll deal with these prisoners that we've got in our prison. And yes, I'll see you then. Goodbye.